Anthony Sabatini, what is your foreign policy philosophy?
Something carry a big stick. I'm generally.
You're Theodore Roosevelt. You're Theodore Roosevelt.
That's exactly right. I'm
He
generally
mostly carried a big
non-interventionist.
stick, you know.
We need pragmatic decision makers who use prudence to judge when we should be getting involved in foreign affairs. The truth
Ukraine?
is, most of Ukraine, we should not be involved. We should
Middle
not
East?
be giving a dime to Ukraine. We should not be involved in Ukraine. It's not an imminent threat. Yes, that's not permanent. Watch, closely observe, but do not be directly involved.
I'm not following that. So Ukraine don't be directly involved?
I would not want any direct military or economic assistance
So what would you
involvement.
do? Nothing?
Watch.
And if they go through Ukraine and they hit Poland, what would you do?
Poland's a different matter because they're already a member of NATO. Now, I can't go back in time and say how far NATO should be have expanded, but now that they're in, I think it's a very different situation if they invade Poland. And unfortunately, based on our contractual agreements, we need to be probably involved in that situation.
Well, let me ask you this question. If Vladimir Putin wrote a 9,000-page essay last summer and said pretty much when he's done with Ukraine, he's going into Eastern Europe, would that grab your attention?
No, it's not an imminent threat to the United States at this time. Our woke elites are destroying this country from within. We cannot afford. We need to bring humility back to foreign policy. We can't be getting involved in all the world's affairs when our own country's going to hell.
Just to point out, that's the most radical foreign policy perspective I've ever heard. So if Russia invades Eastern Europe, only because we have a NATO agreement would we be forced to do something. And unfortunately, you say we have a contract. Why was NATO formed?
You're talking about literally in the aftermath of World War II when you had a Soviet empire, which was a legitimate threat to the entirety of the world. We're in a completely different situation now, and our elites in Washington have not
Forget
updated
about our elites in Washington. You're talking to me and I don't live in Washington.
Sure.
Okay. I'm asking you.
Florida elites.
Yes. You're the guy who's a politician. I'm not a politician. You're the guy who runs for office. I don't run for office. I consider you an elite. Now let me ask you this. You want to fight with me, it's fine by me.